Steve from Philly. Is it too simplistic to assume quad 2 in Q2 and Q3 of next year? I think the easy compare is becoming part of the old wall talking points. Can it become consensus and not become the de facto signal?
Yes.
Interesting point here is that it's not always wrong to go along with consensus either. Like we've had multiple years where it's been quad 2, quad 1, and that's just kind of a wave you ride to some extent.
Yeah.
So it's not about necessarily always consensus is wrong, consensus is right, or betting against consensus. Sometimes that works beautifully, but
yeah. I think that's a real important thing to think about. I think about it every day. I mean, it's like, when do I cover my quad 4 shorts and get long for quad 2? If you just want to go to quad 2, you draw we've talked about this, we talked about it on the call this morning, you draw a secant line. If you want to ignore the tangent, the slope of the tangent, and just focus on the secant line, that intersects 2 or more points and is a slope equal to the average rate of these 2 points. So again, for those of you that don't know that, you should know that, right? These are things that you kind of got to know before you actually steal her calculator, right? These are the things we need to know. We need to focus on. So again, if we go back to what I just said, you can take a quad map. Again, quad map. You go like this, and you say, okay, somewhere out in time, let's go to Q2 of 2021. I could say, okay, I got a dot over here that says Q2 is quad 2. Let's just say that. But here, the now is saying, shit, I got this like quad 4 in Q4. The street just wants to, let's be blind to that. Let's just go over here. So that's time and space does not afford you that laziness. Let's just start with that. What compresses time and space? The volatility of the market. So when the volatility regime is in the wrong bucket, you unfortunately have to deal with this mofo. When VIX is at 30, you're absolutely going to have to deal with today, right? You can, just like anything else in life, you can say, well, I'd like to score 40 goals in the NHL this year. Well, if it's January and you got 4 goals, that's a lot less than 40. You still have to deal with that, right? You're in a contract season. You can't just tell everybody you scored 40. You want to be out there scoring 40. This is a real important question you're asking, and it really boils down to the difference between people's opinion on time and space relative, wait on it, to their compensation mechanism. Okay? If you want to pay people to just say that, they're going to take the money. And they don't give a shit if you make money or not on that. Because when they lose money on that, they're going to turn around and say, well, everybody lost money.